get through. I don't. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is you're watching this video. Thank you so much for watching. So I am here finally with my 2018 makeup rundown. But I like how I already start off with a but. Typical 2018 type of year situation going on here. So I have so many things that I have gone through and tried in 2018 that I didn't think filming it all in one video was a good idea because it would be a million years long. So I'm going to break this down into 3 videos for you all. 3. So today I'm going to do my personal favorite, which is eye makeup. So no concealers, just basically shadows, mascara, eyeliners, things like that. So this video is going to focus on that. And then video number 2, I'm going to go with my second favorite thing, actually maybe my first favorite now, but which is face products, you know, foundations, blushes, bronzers, highlighters, all that jazz. And then my third video is basically going to be lip products and beauty products. So I have gone through a lot of skincare this past year and I've been trying things. And anyway, it's been a good year with trying things. It's just been a bad year with filming. So this is my rundown to catch you all up on what in the world I have tried, what I love, what I don't love. Has anything changed from maybe favorites I've had in the past? So I'm gonna catch you up today, right now. Without further ado, let's get this. All right, guys, rolling. So let's get started. I'm gonna start with my absolute favorites, which is shadows. I'm like obsessed. Every time a new palette comes out, I want it. So I was really, really good this year. I think a while ago I had mentioned that I was going to try to hold back this year. I was going to try to not get everything out there just because there's so much repetition and I have so much already that I barely get to use. And I just didn't think it was reasonable to keep buying more and more stuff. It's going to be not something new, but something that is still my absolute favorite eyeshadow palette. And I've mentioned this quite a bit on my channel, which is the Nudes Maybelline palette. So I just wanted to start there because this is not new. This is a tried and true, and it still is. So this has been my tried and true palette for, I don't know, 5 years. It's been a long time since it came out probably. And the reason I love it, in case you're new to my channel, is because I am a lazy makeupper. Girls and browns, right? But it has this really dark, like cool toned brown, and it has a bunch of other browns. And then it has even like a dark charcoal color that's missing here because I broke it. But basically what this palette gives me the ability to do is do my eyeshadows with it, do my eyebrows with it, contour with it, like nose and face contour if necessary. I can use this as everything I need to do my face in one palette. So that's pretty darn incredible. So that is why I love this palette so much. It's obviously not luxury. There's nothing special to the feel of it. It's just a very practical, everyday palette that you can use for a lot of different areas of your eyes and face. So that's why I love this palette. I'm going to go from a love to a not love product. I think I'm going to go back and forth so it's not like, you know. So Knick Knack, little NYX Steal Your Man is what it's called, creamy eyeshadow. Honestly, it just didn't do much for me. Like, I thought it was gonna kind of be almost like a ColourPop situation. It's pretty. I mean, I don't even know if you could see that. Did you? Can you guys see that right here? But it's basically just like gold glitter. So it's not really anything. It's fine. It's kind of putty feeling and it's fine, but would I buy it again? No. Another knick-knacky thing that I picked up just randomly was this Wet n Wild little gold glitter thing. I just was really curious. Okay, this is legit like trash. This is like kid makeup. The Dose of Colors Friendcation palette. Oh my God. I was so excited about this palette. I don't think I was as excited for any palette this entire year as I was for this palette. When I saw those swatches, it was like, ah, mama, yes. But tragedy has struck already. And I knew it was going to, because when I first got this palette, I could tell that that shadow was loose. I don't know why I wasn't more careful. Really excited for that blue color, which is called Game Over. So Game Over.
That's Game Over.
As I am that it broke, it didn't end up being my favorite shadow in the palette. My favorite shadow in the palette is by far A Moment, which is right here. Do you see that reflective beautiness? Let's see if I can. I have swatching problems. I don't know why. I don't know how to swatch for you guys. I don't know. Fail. Anyway, A Moment is beautiful. It's a very sheer, like, it's just beautiful. You can use it all over the lid. You can use it in the inner corner. I mean, it's gorge. And then, of course, Dirty Money. Dirty Money. I'm just going to do it on my finger again. Even though this one, when you see a swatch of it, it really, that didn't really do it justice either. Clearly, I suck at swatching. But anyway, those two are amazing. And then the fact that the entire palette, other than the glitters, is pretty neutral in reality. It's a very usable palette, but it's a very glam palette at the same time. So Dose of Color shadows. Get back to this point in a second later when I go back to the Block Party shadows. They crease on me like crazy crease on me. No other shadows that I've ever tried crease on me the way that Dose of Colors shadows crease on me. So that being said, I love their pigment. I love their softness. I love how they blend, but they crease on me. Even with a primer on my lid, they crease. This is absolutely new to me because shadows, just generally speaking, never used to crease on me. And they really still don't. I don't get a lot of creasing in my shadows, period. But the Dose of Color shadows do crease on me pretty badly. So if you're someone that has eyelids that shadows just crease on like crazy, you may have issues with them. Maybe I just haven't found the right primer to prime my eyelids with them. But I'll still use them because they're just so beautiful. Even if they only look perfect for an hour, like they're still so beautiful. And every time I've worn them, I've gotten compliments. So they're gorgeous shadows. So I do recommend them regardless. Just throwing out the whole creasing situation because I feel it's fair to know, or else why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Product. I gotta tell you the truth. The Too Faced Boudoir Eyes. Did I say that right? Boudoir? Anyway, I did pick this up at Marshall's or TJ Maxx or one of those, but it's Too Faced. And if you guys saw my video from the beginning of the year where I picked up some Kat Von D stuff and it worked perfectly, just the fact that it was at Marshall's or TJ Maxx that made it bad. I think it was just a bad palette and that's how it ended up at TJ Maxx and Marshall's. Little color scheme. It's really neutral, but it has the darkness. It's super cute. And I was hoping I could just stick this in my like little travel bag and take it with me for quick eyeshadows and eyeliner. They were patchy. They were dry. I'm sorry. It's trash. Since we just mentioned it a second ago, the Kat Von D palette, this is a plum quad from Kat Von D. It's Shade and Light collection, and it's a like purple quad. I've just realized I forgot a lot of purple shadows this year. This actually worked really, really well. I really liked it. They felt a little rough on swatch, but they worked beautifully, and I really liked this palette, and I picked it up, I think, at TJ Maxx or Marshall's. So, all right. Another Shade and Light palette from Kat Von D. Shade and Light Glimmer Eye Contour palette. Eyeshadow palette. and I don't think it's good. This was on sale at Sephora or clearance or something. Should have known. I don't know why. Sometimes, you know, pricing just like there's a reason. Color scheme looks amazing. And they even swatch really pretty. But I don't know why. I just really couldn't get them to work. By the second time, like I either know I'm going to love it or I'm not going to like it. And I don't know why I can't get this palette to work as a whole. Maybe some of the shimmers, like as an inner corner highlight or something like that, because they do have a lot of reflectiveness. I don't know if I think I did it like here. And then I am going to hang on to and play with a little bit more, at least individually with certain colors to see how I feel about it. But honestly, I kind of feel like it was a waste of money at the moment. Dose. Man, I've tried a lot of Dose this year. Okay, so I got these berry toned, so blushing berries. Ugh, this is so dirty. And it's basically all berry toned, and then you get like black on top. So this is also one of those palettes that's kind of cool because you could use the black as eyeliner or even the dark. I've actually used the dark purple as eyeliner as well. Blends really, really beautifully. This formula on these Dose of Color palettes, these don't crease on me. I'm on the fence about putting in here because I only used it one time, but I loved it. They blended really beautifully and they just looked beautiful, and the look came out really nice. And I don't know why I never used it again. But it's from Smith & Colt. Smith & Colt? Yeah, Smith & Colt. It's the Book of Eyes Eye Quad palette in Ice Tears. 4 little shadows in their blue tones, and they're beautiful. Should look them up and see if they have more shadows that I could try, because I really liked the formula. Another tried and true that I've used 1,000 times since I got it at the VIB sale this time last year is the Huda Beauty Warm Browns Obsession. So this thing is destroyed. Actually, it doesn't look half bad for as much as I've used it. This is perfect for fall. It's perfect for summer. I love the formula of these. They blend super well. They're easy to work with. They're pigmented. They're strong. They don't crease. I mean, they're really, really great shadows. So, and this is right down my alley. It's easy to carry, easy to throw in a to-go bag. So I've used this a lot this year, and I really was trying so hard to get on board with. I thought I was gonna love, love, love these. These are the Maybelline Color Tattoo Eye Chromes, bronze sheen, and I have it in Fool's Gold. So both tones completely up my alley. Like, I wanted to like these so much. I still can't believe I don't really like them. So I'm in denial of not liking them because I just thought I was gonna love these. That they are pigmented, and they do stay a long time. But working with them for whatever reason for me has been so difficult. I feel like I can't get a hang of putting these on my lid. Like, I'm like trying to blend it out, and then they lose pigment, and then I do a second layer, a third layer, and before I know it, I just don't like how it ends up looking.
I think they're gonna end up going in the trash.
New one to my collection is the Huda Beauty palette. So this came out fairly recently. An absolute gorgeous palette. It is basically, that is what you're getting. Mauves, pinks, plums, glitters. And I'm in love with it. I've only used it a handful of times, but every look I've done with it has just come out beautifully. And they blend like a dream. The glitter doesn't fly everywhere. I mean, they're just beautiful. I love this palette so much. So I have a feeling this is going to be one of those palettes that I'm just not going to let go. It's going to be like my Tarte Amazonian clay that I just like used and drove into the ground. I used it so much. That's going to be this, I have a feeling, because it's beautiful. Cosmetics came out with her Latte palette this year. She also came out with the Lemonade palette. I did not feel the need to go splurge on that one. I did want to support her because I do think she's a very talented YouTuber. And I did love her palette. I mean, I was obsessed.
Look at this thing. It's a hot mess.
I was obsessed. So I got it and I used it like for a month straight. Like, kid you not, every time I did my shadows, I was using this thing. and I loved, loved, loved it. Here's the weird part. Ready for it? They don't blend super nice. Like, I've gone back, even looked at like some of the videos I did with it, and it took some work, which is why I didn't go for the lemonade palette this time. They're not the best shadows, but they are long lasting. They do not crease. And if you work with them enough, you'll get used to how they work and you'll be able to create some beautiful looks with them. So that's all I'll say about the Dominique Latte palette. I'll still consider it in the good pile. Yeah, it's still in the good pile for me just because I really, really loved it for so long. The bad. All right, so these were mostly just... There was one that I fell in love with. And when I was sold on these Morphe pressed pigments, and I bought an S ton of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I think I have like 2 or 3 that are just out there that are missing. These pigments, honestly, they were fine. They're good, but there's nothing special about them. I really feel like it was unnecessary. I don't know why I bought so many of them. They did not impress me. Their formula is just fine. But the reason Tragic Fashion was put to the side is because this is my... And I feel like this formula on Tragic Fashion, for whatever reason, is different than the others. It's softer. And it's just, I don't know how to describe this. This is one of my favorite eyeshadows, probably of all time. So it's weird that it came with like a bunch of other ones. Same thing. They're the Morphe pressed pigments. That really just didn't do it for me. Now let's speak of a bunch of other ones that I loved. All of them. ColourPop's shadows. These are all Super Shock shadows. I had probably tried a couple of them in the past and I really liked them. And I bought a ton of these ColourPop Super Shock shadows. And honestly, I'm in love. Like... I hope they never ever stop making these Super Shock shadows. The one that they did stop making is On the Rocks. This one is the one I've had for years. As you can see, I've hit pan and I've been saving it like it's gold. Those are just so incredibly beautiful and they're so easy to work with. They're super easy, super creamy. They last forever on the lid. They do not crease. And I have everything from bright colors like Erotic and something monkey business, which is like a bright orange, and to like shimmery shine ones like Coconuts, which is a beautiful blue, to, you know, neutrals like Central Perk, which is like a brownish burgundy color. And my absolute favorites. Cheap Date. Okay. Oh my God. It just feels, it feels amazing. It is amazing. Everything about this shadow is perfection. I don't even know if you can see it. It's just the perfect, my lid is wet and glistening shadow. That's easy. It's easy to work with, and look at that on my finger. Like, I think that's how you can really see what's going on here. It's stunning. Our pop shadows are just amazing. Look at that. So this is Cheap Date. This is Lightning Bug. Is it capturing it? ColourPop Super Shock shadows, absolute favorite. Blew my mind this last year. Got a ton of them, and I will never stop buying them if they exist. These are my Dose of Colors Block Party shadow. I love these things so much. So this is Heart of Gold. It's just a beautiful, beautiful gold. Color. Leave Me Alone. I love that name so much. Which one's this? Night Sky. Like, just Can you just please just, fucking key. I mean, these things are so pigmented. And then I Need Space, which is like a black. Oh, I love these shadows. They do crease on me like crazy. And if you don't do all your blending before you put these on, you will get glitter all over your face. So just heads up on those two little things on the Dose of Color Block Party shadows. Because I love them so much, they're still my favorites and I would still highly recommend. Things that I don't completely dislike by any means, but they just didn't like rock my socks. I tried this Christian Dior shadow in Fusion, in Blazing. This one I did do a video on when I tried it. And it's just one of those weird things where I feel
like, oh, shizness. That just fell out.
That just legit fell out. I'm sorry, Papa. I should have loved you more. There's just so many better shimmer shadows out there. And I don't know, it was just, it was very, and it's expensive. And for, I don't want to pay that many dollars for something that's, Now these other two, they're in the middle for me. I wanted to love them more than I did. But I did like them, and I do like them, and I'm not getting rid of them. I just kind of liked them for a while. So this is the Yes Please palette from ColourPop. It's a hot mess. This is a really dirty palette. But the scheme is beautiful, and 90% of the shadows in here blend really, really nicely. It's got it too much toward the end of summer that I didn't get to play with it enough. So right now I'm feeling kind of like, it's okay. It goes with this Desert Oasis palette. Just feel luxury. And I still hold to that. The swatching of it, holy crap, yeah. I mean, the swatching of it feels luxury. It goes on so smooth, so soft, so nicely, and they blend beautifully. So why is it in the, yeah, I like it, but I don't love it pile? I don't know. This is the palette, and one thing I will say about it is that it feels luxury. It really, really does feel and blend like a luxury product, which is kind of incredible because I think this is another like $15 palette. I also got at the end of last year, but basically I was using them at the beginning of this year. And I stand by them. Too into it because this isn't available anyway. This was Tarte's Christmas set from 2017. Lighter in here was one of my favorites. And the shadows are beautiful, and it's a really, really nice palette. So that's all I'll say about that. And then the Stila glitters, again, nothing new this year, but I just used them a lot this past year. Do glitter looks that much. And the only reason I've been using glitter looks more and more often is because I like this so much. So it's not the glitter, it's this glitter. So that's why I haven't bought more of them. But if you like a golden copper type eye look, this is beautiful. This is Smoky Storm in Stila. I feel like I have been talking for a million years. Do you guys feel like I've been talking for a million years? Almost there. All right, let's go with mascaras. I'm just gonna do these all at once. All at once. Start with the one that has received just praise and praise and praise and praise from everyone and their mama. Luminous Lash Paradise. There it is, folks. The hot item of mascara this year for 2018. My thoughts. I have two conflicting feelings about this mascara. One, loved it. It made my lashes go up and look curled without having to use a curler. It added volume and thickness, and it was dark and black and beautiful. And for all those reasons, I loved this mascara for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks. This thing dries out so fast. But if you have to buy a mascara every 2 weeks, $8 is kind of a lot. And I'm not even exaggerating. I think I used it for 2 weeks before, like by week 3, if I tried to use it, it was flaky. And it was still doing a good job, but I'd end up with mascara flakes all over my face because it was dry. I was really disappointed because I love how it works, but I hate that I'd have to repurchase it about every 2 weeks. Lash Paradise review for you all. And I hope you don't hate me because I know there's a lot of people who love it. But for me, and maybe I got a bad batch, like 2 weeks, it dried out. So I don't think that's cool, you know, like that's kind of shitty. Maybe there's something going on with L'Oreal, I'm realizing. So L'Oreal Voluminous Original. So this is, I think, like a cult favorite. I know it has been one of my absolute favorite mascaras for years. I only have 1 tube of it for this year. 1 tube. Why? Because it just never worked right. So maybe it was a bad batch, but it just didn't work right. The wand got messed up somehow super fast and it looked clumpy and it just didn't do what it used to do for me. The Lash Paradise and the Voluminous, I might repurchase next year and give them a shot again. Maybe I got bad batches of them, but they were disappointments. Positive. Mad Lash from The Balm. I loved this mascara. You have to do a few coats to really like get it going, but I'm a simple girl and I'm a practical girl, I'm realizing. I like it because it's dark, it's black, it adds volume and length, plain and simple, and it stayed working well without being all flaky and weird for 2 months. Yeah, but that is what I think a good mascara is. Tarte. Let's Camera Lashes. I got this as a sample last year with my Tarte Christmas kit and I fell in love with it. But you know how samples sometimes work better than the actual big product? So I just recently got this one and I just started using it recently. And I have gotten so many questions of people going, are those your lashes? Every time I wear it. It does take a few layers. You do have to work carefully with it. But again, it works really, really well. I really, really like this. I really, really, really like this Tarte mascara. So the Lights Camera Lashes in my book is a win and I would repurchase it in a heartbeat. They're real benefit. So Benefit's They're Real mascara. This is another heartbreaker. This was one that I loved. I loved this thing like years ago and I rebought it and I didn't like it. And honestly, this was the very beginning of last year that I was using it a lot and I don't really remember why, but I just know that it did nothing for me. That's my eyeliner song. ColourPop, ColourPop, ColourPop. So I had Swerve, which is ColourPop's eyeliner in black, a while ago. And I realized that I loved it. It stayed in place. It lasted a long time. It stayed in the waterline. It was great. And so I was literally on their website waiting for it to be restocked for months. Like I was on there every day waiting for them to restock it. And when they did, I bought like 5 of them. So very sad news for me. Something changed. And again, I haven't opened all 5 of them, but I opened 2 of them just to see if it was one bad batch. Maybe the other one wouldn't be. I don't know. I mean, they work fine. I'll use them for eyeliner on top. On the actual like inner waterline of the eye, they don't stay like they used to. I mean, these things used to stay on me all day. And now they're just like any other black pencil eyeliner. And that's fine, but it made me sad because I used to love them and it used to last on me a long time. And now, and this time, they just didn't. Pop Cream Gel Eyeliner in Swerve was a big disappointment for me in 2018. Right along. Stila. So, the Stila Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner was my obsession a few years ago. And then I just stopped buying it. I don't know why, I just stopped buying it. Actually, I do know why, because I didn't want to pay $20 for a pencil eyeliner. That's why I stopped buying it. And I just recently restarted using it. And if I must be honest, I don't think it's staying on my waterline the way it used to also. But it goes on super smooth and it does go on super dark. And I appreciate that. And it does stay on my waterline longer than the ColourPop one. So I'll give it that much. And then the Stila Smoky Kajal Eyeliner Pencil. I love this one for putting underneath the eyes, on top of the eyes, smudging it out. It's beautiful. It's perfect. It lasts forever. It stays in place. Yes. So both the Stila eyeliners are yeses for me. So the way I got these in BOGO, they're having a few sales this year. One of them I got earlier in the year, and the other one I got during BOGO about a month ago. So wait for those Stila sales because that's the way to do it. Mercier eyeliner in Noir. So this is a cream liner, and I just went back to it recently this year. I used to wear this all the time, and I don't know why I stopped, and I went back to it, and I love it. It's one of the, it is, I won't say it's one of the, it is the best cream eyeliner out there, in my opinion. So the Laura Mercier cream eyeliner is a winner. And by the way, I've used this for a year. I have a whole nother year that it's good for me. Like, that's craziness. It lasts forever. Double Wear Estee Lauder, still one of my absolute favorites. I think it lasts a really long time on the waterline. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. If they had BOGOs or sales on these, I would get them in a heartbeat. Squid eyeliners. And by the way, Starlux Pro eyeliner. I got it, I think, in an Ipsy bag. It's one of these felt tip pen eyeliners. I really like it. It's kind of on the shiny side, but they're really easy to work with and it lasts a really long time. I've never had an issue with it flaking off or rubbing off unless I'm like really rubbing my eyes. And same goes with this. Oh my God, what is this? Oh, this is Essence eyeliner pen. Thank God the sticker's still there. So this thing, I think I got it in like February. This has been with me almost a year and it still works. I mean, it's getting down to the nitty gritty where like it's almost too dry, but it's not dried out yet. Like this is magic in a bottle for $5, but it is on the shinier end as well. My thing that I started doing a lot this year, I've done it for a long time, but I've just used it over and over and over again this year more than I ever have, is white in my waterline like I have in today. And my favorite two liners for this is the NYX Wonder Pencil in nude, or sorry, in light, and the Rimmel in nude. So NYX in light, Rimmel in nude. If you have to choose between the two, go with the Rimmel. It's my favorite. But they both work really well and they stay a very long time on the waterline. In fact, I think they pretty much stay all day. So it's, oh my gosh, we made it. We're to the last 3 products. Can you believe it? Oh my God, this is forever. Do you guys even care? Sorry if you don't, but if you do, thank you for being here with me. And if you didn't care, you still wouldn't be here at this point in the video, right? All right. My oh my God, I can't even talk anymore. Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. You know, it's funny. I have gone back and forth all year about this, this brow product. I really, really like it. And then I just think it's okay. And then I really, really like it. And then I just think it's okay. But I've had it a really long time. I've had it for a year. There's still a ton of product inside. And that I do like about it. And it does the job. And it really does stay. And my eyebrows don't fade all day. So for all those reasons, I say yes on the dip brow. Yeah, I would say yes. Thumbs up on the dip brow. This brow gel from Tanya Crux. I believe this was another Ipsy bag thing. I really like it. I don't really know if it like particularly made my eyebrows stay, but it was really easy to work with. And I think we did it. We ran through all of the eye products I have loved or hated in 2018. All the new things I've tried, all the old things that I will buy forever and ever and ever. That's my rundown. Thank you so much. Very soon I'll post the face makeup one. I think that one's gonna be more fun. Thank you so much, and I hope that you have an amazing new year. And if this doesn't go up until after the new year, which is probably the case, then I hope you had an amazing 2018 New Year celebration. And let's get ready for 2019. Let's make it a good one, guys. Thank you so very much for watching. Thank you for sticking it out with me today. I so appreciate it. And as always, remember to spread love, not hate, and mwah, until the next time. Bye, guys. I think I'm going delusional. I'm so tired. ColourPop. ColourPop.